Hello everyone, Venner is here, and we have a quite a special video today because it will be about Warhammer, it will be about Total War, will be about SFO, but not entirely. And why is that? Because today is 8 years. Today is 8 years since I bought Total War Warhammer game on Steam, and it changed my life really. And I want to make like a short video talking about that. What changed in those 8 years in my life, and how you changed it really, because I will get to the point, because many ideas, the biggest idea with modding SFO and so on was never an idea taken from me. Let's call it that way. Sorry, there's a lot of things that I'm speaking about right now and thinking about. So let's hope in. Let's hope in. When I was 8 years ago, those 8 long years ago. So first of all, 8 years ago, I was, you won't believe it, I was working as a speditor, so I was a transport specialist. Yeah, I was tending to cars, big trucks, when they were sent, when they were loaded, and so on, and working normally in an office, going every day 8 hours or even more, because those that know about transport, this work never ends on weekends, it's always. And which is even more fun. I have a degree in journalism. Yeah, I finished a university, 5 years university in journalism, and I worked in a newspaper for a very short time. I really hated it, and then I worked as as a courier in this newspaper, and it was way more fun than being as a journalist there. And I was, sending and delivering mail, newspapers, and so on to the people, and it was very fun. But then they were making a lot of cuts. I don't think that this newspaper even existed this day, and I had to change the job, and I changed the transport expedition because it was very linking to what I was making previously as being a courier, and that's how it is, how it was, more or less. Yeah. And sorry, yeah, I made a total disaster here. No, was not a speditor back then when I bought a Warhammer. No, I was working as interrogator in the printer. I was a printer for a very short time, it's like 5 months, something like that. A friend of mine asked me if I'm going to work with them, and funnily enough, I'm still talking with those people. They are very close friends to me, and I had a great boss back then. Sadly, the company had some financial problems, so they had to fire everyone. But my boss knew about the Total War Warhammer was being released, because at the time I was not much into Total War Warhammer. Total War at all. I'm saying that I didn't play Total War since Rome 1 or Shogun, Medieval 2, I don't really remember. And I liked Warhammer, but at the time I was more 40k guy, because Warhammer Fantasy I knew from paper tabletop that I played with friends during the university, but I was more 40k guy. Yeah. And my boss asked me if I'm going to buy it, and I was like, no, it was quite expensive. I didn't have the money at the time. We were just after our wedding with the wife, so two poor people just starting their life, really trying to build something. And my boss said, buy it, I will give you back. I had a wonderful boss at the time, and I bought it. And the first thing that I did, I launched Chaos Warriors, because I always liked Chaos in 40k. And damn, that's fucking bad. I'll say it so straight. I played Icarion, and I was like, maybe Total War is not for me. It's Everything is not right here. It's looking like very bad. And I tried Empire then. It was way better. The dwarves, I loved the dwarves gameplay to this day. Vampire counts less of the green skins, and I really sink into the game. And in the first month of the game, I started to mod it already. Yeah, so it's June, and we are starting to modding. And at the time, there were only there was only one big overhaul. Everyone knows the name. I won't be mentioning it here. And I was making a submod for this one overhaul. Yeah, and my overhaul, the submods were more and more popular. I think I got like 4 or 5k subscribers at the time of releasing of Warhammer. It was really a lot. Trust me, having a 5k on a mod, and I was making like the upkeep changes, making it a bit more difficult, AI to be a bit smarter, because the tables that were about the AI smartness, let's call it, were way less complicated, so you can just make the AI more aggressive in an easy way. And I was totally self-learner. I didn't know that something like Total War exists, the channels and so on. Discord was only being created at the time. There was no real Discord channels, so I was just downloading a mod, checking how it is made, and from that I was learning how to do it. Yeah, and at the time the person that I was making the submods for, the big modder, asked me if I can help another modder to do his stuff about the thing that I did for his mod with the submod. And that's how I met Stillfaith, and we together more or less started to make an Stillfaith overhaul, and it lasted for around 6 months, and then Stillfaith left the modders scene, and then the first game ended with the Norska, and Warhammer 2 came. And at this very moment we were approached by the community, because we started the Discord, everything was growing slowly, but I was like a person from the community always. So I was, and I was slowly getting more and more into modding. And with Warhammer 2, as he said that he's leaving Stillfaith, and we had a community, people ask if we want to create a Patreon about it. And yeah, we both agree on that. But as I said, month or two, I don't remember exactly, he left. Everything was set on me, and I don't think that I was afraid with anything as much as this point, because funny enough is that all the changes that first SFO mod had at the time are the things that are possible to do right now in a matter of days. 2-3 days you can do an overhaul of such a size as it was there. That's how small the first game and low complication it was, yeah? Because there was some buildings, some abilities, not many of those, by the way, and also several. There were no mechanics really besides Bretonia, I think, and the Norska. But yeah, Warhammer 2 started and everything exploded right now, yeah? People started to cover the mod on YouTube. Miklan Cookies the most, others also, and the Patreon exploded, so I at this moment decided that I'm leaving my normal job, this petition, and I was really happy because I didn't have that good terms with with the boss out there, and I decided to mod full time. And I remember those first months, weeks of modding full time. If any of you know how it is when you are working in your home on the thing that you love the most, it's like work is always. Yeah, I was getting up, working, and just going to bed. Whole days modding. I was not playing the game, I was only modding, and I loved the time. At that time we also decided to have a first child, Alex, and yeah, things shifted a bit. Yeah, but overall, the past 8 years, more or less, got up to this point. The beginnings were very, very hard, but I'm glad with them. I really appreciate the people that help, especially like Stillfaith and others that were including the team for over the years, and we really created something amazing thanks to you, thanks to your feedback community. Intel, and also the fact that you're supporting still SFO, so we can afford it, especially those troubled times, and the fact that also, by the way, this is point of trivia. The name of SFO was changed because of the community. Yeah, many when we went to Warhammer 2, many people didn't knew what the name means, and this is the moment when we decided to change the name. Of course, also because mod in Warhammer 2 was entirely different and was having nothing from the Warhammer 1 mod, and yeah, there was a controversy later on because of that, but I won't go into the detail. But yeah, the name change was because the mod was entirely something new, and we wanted to just make it different. And yeah, but yeah, overall, I'm extremely happy with those last 8 years. I'm looking forward to the future with the more updates to SFO. I'm really hoping that the rumors about Total War, Warhammer 40k will be are real, and we will get this one, because if we get one that I really want to go and mod such a game, I'm saying this straight up, I'm not going to mod any historical games. I'm not a historical guy. I'll never play Total War historical games. I try to play the recent games like Three Kingdoms, Thrones of Decay, Troy, Thrones of Decay, Three Kingdoms, Thrones of Brittany, Thrones of Three Crowns of... Yeah, I don't remember the Brittany one. But yeah, I'm not a historical guy. If I'm going to mod, it will be 40k. Star Wars, even if this is true. No, sorry. Star Wars died for me a long time ago as a franchise, and I don't want to touch it anymore. But yeah, my question for this short video, I hope, would be that, do you have any good memories with SFO for those past years, 8 years? Because if I would be saying my best memories were the people that said that SFO helped them with their personal problems, some illness or depression. I had several people that I talk with to this day. And also the second thing is that I met so many wonderful people thanks to SFO that I have a contact with today. And with many of those people also were able to create my own gaming company. And in coming weeks, we'll be releasing a Steam demo for everyone about this, about our game, with our game. So I'm also excited about it. But yeah, if I think about an SFO, I never think about it as a work. And the modding, I think more about like I have a very warm feelings about it. Sorry if this video is too emotional, but for me it's it's a huge part of my life. I made many mistakes over the way, through the way, and I hope that I didn't offend anyone. If I offended anyone, I'm really sorry deeply. I never wanted to do any harm to anyone. And yeah, I hope that you have only good memories as SFO. And me as a person, not being perfect, but I hope I give you some entertainment. If you want to look on something fun, look on the older videos on this channel, because they are terribly bad. But again, I have some sentiment to them. Yeah, sorry again. I won't be saying sorry many times, but yeah, that was a short reminder of what SFO is for me. Those 8 years ago, I will never forget first time I launched the game and how terrible the chaos was. Glad that CA is changing. Glad that CA is changing those stuff, and the company is changing, because I also have a lot of love to the company. I love the people that I met there, and yeah, what can I say? Have a wonderful day, everyone. Have fun playing the game, playing the mods, every mod you want, and be kind to people. And you never know what game that you will buy will change your life. I was Venrix, and I'm out. See ya.